Hello, welcome to Property Development Institute. I'm Steve Chandler, and today we're talking about part 4 of the property development sequence. So in the last part, we talked about canvassing, going into an area and finding your sites. One of the things that you need to do as part of that process to acquire a site is obviously talk to landowners. Now, assuming you've gone through the process of, sending out letters, knocking on doors as your follow-up, which is critical. The fortune's in the follow-up. Remember that cliche? It's actually true. The fortune is in the follow-up. So if you're starting to talk to landowners in the area and you are getting interest from them, it's really important not to just stop and focus on one particular landowner to try to acquire their property. It's very important to give yourself multiple opportunities because not all of the deals go through. You might get through a process of agreement with the landowner on everything except for the actual number, and eventually they may fall away. They might not be willing to give you this is the wrong word, to sell you their property for the price that you need it to be to make your profit margin. So it's really important to have multiple opportunities. So always negotiate with landowners more than one. You might be looking in an area, canvassing in an area, and you might have 10 landowners that actually show interest in what you're trying to do. From there, you're actually able to focus on particular ones. I mean, they're all going to move at different speeds. Some people are going to be very keen to know more very quickly. Others are going to take a little bit of encouragement. Some of the properties are going to need you to do more investigation on to determine whether or not you've got interest in them. So the critical aspect of what I'm saying here is do not limit yourself to one opportunity because that opportunity may not come through. So remember, whenever you canvass, whenever you follow up, when you have a landowner that tells you they are interested in what you're talking about, which is the acquisition of their property, then always have multiple of those. Try to always keep a workflow. Look, worst case scenario, a lot of these people will say yes. Now, wouldn't that be a really good problem for you to have to decide which one makes the most profit for you, and therefore you're going to actually undertake that project or acquire that particular site. The other opportunity in all this as well, if you have multiple people that say they are interested, then you have the potential of securing multiple sites. And with that security over those sites, you may be able to divest them and turn a profit because somebody else might not be able to find a site in your area and you'll be able to sell your interest to them. Or you might have joint venture partners that you can seek, friends, family, like-minded people who could join with you so that you can do more than one project. So always give yourself opportunities. So always give yourself diversity of opportunity. Thank you very much for joining us today, and keep tuned because we'll be sending out our next property development sequence part in due course.